So, you wanna get the insane title?
You serious?
Alright, today we take a look at the achievement Insane in the Membrane and how to obtain it. First of all, this is one of the ugliest farms in the game. It's a huge debate if it's harder to get this title or the Tusks of Manowar. The thing is, since the Tusks of Manowar are pure RNG, for some people it takes thousands of tries, and some people get it after their second kill. This farm, however, is a pure grind, and you can actually see yourself getting closer to the achievement. Or should I say, to the madness. In case you have absolutely no idea what to do to get the insane title, basically you just have to grind reputation with a handful of factions. To be precisely, the Darkmoon Fair, Ratchet, Booty Bay, Gadget-san, Everlook, Ravenhold, and the Bloodsail Buccaneers. Initially you also need reputation with the Shen'dralar, but those guys just disappeared during the Cataclysm for some reason, which is good, because getting reputation there was horrible. In this video I will show you exactly how to get the reputation you need and what you should do to not completely fall into madness. Our first step is the decision of which character you want to do it with. You need all the reputations on the same character, otherwise you won't get the achievement. In case you already got some reputation with a few of these factions on your main char, you should just stay with him. Otherwise the best choice for this is a human mage. Humans have a passive that increases the reputation in the game by 10%. Also as a frost mage you have your Ice Lance ability, which has no cooldown, and with a right talent it hits 2 targets, which makes one particular farm much easier. But before you make a human mage now, you should know that you also need a rogue for this grind. So if you play Horde and already have a rogue on Horde side, you would have to level another on Alliance as well, or just stay Horde. That decision is up to you. Alright, we start with Darkmoon Fair. And ever since the Darkmoon Isle got added to the game, this faction has been made so much easier to farm. I won't bother you with the details, but back then it was a pain to get this faction to Exalted. However, the Darkmoon Fair is basically a little minigame hub, so getting this faction to Exalted is not just the easiest farm of this video, but it actually makes a lot of fun. The Darkmoon Fair starts on the first Sunday of a month and lasts for 1 week. You have a bunch of daily quests there as well as some weeklies, but before you do them, you should take a ride with a carousel or the roller coaster. I prefer a carousel because it's much faster, and also a roller coaster seems a bit unsafe. The dailies you can do there are mostly minigames like Whack-A-Mole, Battle Tongs or other stupid stuff. You can also get some special quests depending on your profession, which also grants you some reputation. You basically should just do all the quests you see on the island, and you should be fine. Also there are a bunch of items you can get from the open world, dungeons or battlegrounds that start a quest, which gives you 250 reputation as well, and you can buy these from the auction house. These quests can be done once per Darkmoon Fair. Enjoy your time here. From now on, it only gets worse. The 4 goblin factions of Ratchet, Booty Bay, Gadget-san and Everlook all share the same method to farm reputation. You could do all the quests in the cities first, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. If you already have some reputation, that's a good thing, because this farm is gonna be rough. You go to the very east of Tanaris, behind the Caverns of Time, and there you kill pirates. And that's it. As I mentioned earlier, as a frost mage this is half as bad because your Ice Lance is a perfect ability for this farm. Nonetheless, you need to kill a lot of pirates here. If you have never done anything for these reputations, you start at neutral, 500 reputation. You get 5 web for Gadget-san and 2.5 web for all the others per mob you kill. With the 10% from a human racial and the 10% from a Darkmoon Fair, this is a bit easier, but still really rough. With a 20% bonus, you get about 500 reputation for Gadget-san and 250 for the others every 4 minutes. And if you actually start at neutral, this would take about 11 hours non-stop killing to get to Exalted with all 4 factions. Sadly, after you have done this, you will lose it all again. To get a reputation with the Bloodsteel Buccaneers, you need to kill the NPCs in Booty Bay, which will lower your rep with all the other goblin factions as well. Luckily, once you have hit the Exalted, this is registered in the game, and you don't mess up your achievement. Nonetheless, it hurts. Also, if you have ever quested in Booty Bay before, your reputation for blood sales will be lower than usual, so it will take even longer. The guards in Booty Bay are only level 30, but actually you will be surprised how much damage they can tank. Unless you have a really good gear, those are not one-shots, making this even more tedious and boring. At least you only have to get to Honored and not Exalted. Also, little side note, as soon as you reach friendly with the Bloodsteel Buccaneers, they can give you a short quest that will give you another achievement, as well as a title and a pirate set. The head can even be transmoged. Let's hope the other stuff will become transmogable soon as well. Oh boy, with the Darkmoon Fair, the goblins and the pirates done, we are already almost done with the whole list. I mean, yeah, it sounds tedious, but it could have been worse, right? Right. Welcome to Ravenhold. Ravenhold Manor is a little outpost in Hillspread Foothills, and it used to be a place where rogues had some quests. With the Cataclysm it got pretty much abandoned until you got the legendary Daggers quest for rogues, and after that nothing has ever happened there ever again. You have no quests there besides the one repeatable one, and there are only two ways to farm reputation. The first way is for the farm up until Revert, and for that you have to kill members of a syndicate faction. You find these guys in the Arathi Highlands. You either can go to the old version, where everything is a one-shot, and go to Stormguard Keep, kill every syndicate member you find for 5 reputation per mob, or you can go to the BFA version and find a syndicate outpost at one of the farms, depending on whether the Horde or the Alliance is controlling the war front. Those guys also only give 5 rep each, and are not one-shots, unless you have really good gear, but they have a much better respawn time and at least give some gold. The choice is yours. After hitting Revert, those guys won't give you any reputation anymore, but you still need 21k rep for Exalted. Now you need to play as a rogue. You need to turn in 5 heavy junk boxes to get 75 reputation. As a human, with a 10% buff, you get 90 reputation instead, making it a teeny tiny bit better. The junk boxes can be obtained by pickpocketing certain NPCs, basically all NPCs in the vanilla high level zones. Luckily there's one spot that makes this farm so much more comfortable, and still it takes an eternity. First of all, you want to have empty bags with your rogue. It's also appreciated if the bags are somewhat big. Then you go to the Burning Steps, southeast of a Black Rock. There you will find a bunch of NPCs standing in line, ready for you to go in. The thing is, those junk boxes are still somewhat rare. Wowhead says it's a 35% drop chance, but well, just see it for yourself.
Bruh.
As you saw, you should do it in Assassination spec, because there you have your Fan of Knives ability, which kills them all at once after you looted them all or someone spotted you. There are 4 groups of 25 NPCs which you can steal from, and after killing the final group, most of the first group has respawned again. And as I said, you get 75 reputation for 5 boxes, which means if you have no buff to gain more reputation, you need to turn in 1400 boxes. Now the big question. Is it worth it? Well, you get a title, which to this day draws attention to you. If anyone sees the character with the insane title, most of them will actually stop and think, oh boy, that madman actually did it. And honestly, as tedious and boring and annoying this title was to get, it was definitely an experience I will not forget. Sometimes the road is the destination. That being said, I wish you, well, fun, I guess? By the way, put on the right music while doing this will have a huge impact on your motivation. Also, always put on the reputation bar of a faction you are doing right now. It's always good to see how much work is left. And it will prevent you from falling into complete madness. That being said, I hope I could help you. If that's the case, consider to subscribe to this channel. and I hope to see you next time. Bye!